In the beginning, I couldn't stand the thought of you near me, and yet here I am, drawn to you more than I ever imagined. It's funny how hate can turn into the kind of love that feels impossible to live without. The more I tried to push you away, the more I found myself needing you. My heart was closed off, but you somehow found a way to unlock it. Now it feels like I can't breathe without you. I fought the connection between us with every ounce of my being, but somewhere along the way, the walls I built for protection crumbled, and now all I can think about is how incomplete I feel without you. At first, I couldn't understand why you irritated me so much, but now I can't picture my life without you in it. It's almost as if my soul was always meant to find yours. There was a time when I hated everything about you, but now it's the thought of losing you that terrifies me the most. Funny how love can sneak in when you least expect it. I remember the days when being near you made my blood boil, but now I can't imagine a single moment without you by my side. You became a part of me in ways I never could have predicted. You were once the source of my frustration and anger, but now you're the reason I wake up with a smile on my face. I never expected to feel this way, but now I don't want to live without you. We started off as strangers, and I couldn't stand you. Now it's hard to picture a world where you're not a part of my everyday thoughts. How did it happen so fast? In the beginning, I tried so hard to avoid you, but now I can't bear the thought of you not being in my life. The transformation from hate to love feels like magic. It's incredible how time can change everything. Once, you were someone I wished I never met, but now I can't go a day without thinking about you. You've become my greatest weakness. I hated your guts at first, but now I crave your presence like oxygen. The way my heart races when I see you is a constant reminder of how much you've become a part of me. I can't explain how it happened, but somehow you went from being the person I couldn't stand to the one I can't live without. I'm starting to think I might have always needed you. From the moment we met, I thought I'd never want anything to do with you. But now you're all I think about, and the idea of being without you feels unbearable. I hated the way you made me feel at first, so vulnerable and exposed. But now I wouldn't trade the feelings you bring for anything. You've completely changed my perspective on love. At first, you were a nuisance, a complication, someone I didn't want around. Now, I can't imagine my life without you. You've turned everything upside down in the most beautiful way. You broke through my walls when I least expected it, and now I'm addicted to the way you make me feel. The thought of not having you in my life is like a nightmare I can't wake up from. There was a time when you drove me crazy, and now I can't stand the thought of being apart from you. You've become my addiction, the one thing I can't seem to let go of. I used to think you were just a passing storm, someone I'd get over easily, but now I realize you've become the calm in my life, and I can't imagine being without you ever again. I thought I hated you once, but now I can't help but wonder if I was just scared of how much you would mean to me. You've become a part of my world in a way I never saw coming. The anger I felt toward you at first has turned into a deep desire to never let you go. It's amazing how life works in mysterious ways, turning hate into something beautiful. I didn't want to admit it, but now I can't stop thinking about you. What I once saw as annoyance has transformed into something so powerful I can't imagine a life without you. At first, I thought I couldn't stand you, but now I can't stand the thought of being apart. You've changed everything I thought I knew about love and connection. I used to wish you'd disappear from my life, but now you're the only thing I want to stay. It's crazy how our feelings can change so drastically, turning hate into something undeniable. I didn't see it coming. This love that started from the ashes of my anger toward you. Now you're the one I need more than anything, and the thought of losing you scares me more than I can express. It's strange how the person I once couldn't stand has now become the one I can't bear to be without. You've become my everything, and I can't imagine a life without you in it. You used to irritate me with every word, every action, but now everything about you fills the empty space in my heart. It's like you've always belonged there, even when I thought you didn't. From the first time we met, I couldn't stand you. But now I wake up every day feeling empty when you're not around. You've become my addiction, and I don't know how to let go. What I thought was hate turned into something deeper, something I can't even begin to explain. Now I crave your presence, and the thought of being without you seems impossible. In the beginning, you irritated me to my core, but now I can't get enough of you. My feelings for you have turned into something beautiful, and I can't imagine life without you. The person I once avoided has become the person I need. I didn't expect this transformation, but here I am, completely consumed by thoughts of you and the love I never saw coming. I thought I hated you, but now I can't stand the thought of losing you. How did I go from wanting to push you away to needing you more than anyone else? You made me angry at first, But now, the only thing that makes sense is having you by my side. You've turned everything upside down, and I wouldn't have it any other way. At first, I was determined to keep my distance from you, but now I can't stop thinking about you. It's amazing how love can sneak up on you, turning hatred into the deepest longing. I remember when I wanted nothing to do with you. Now, I can't picture my life without you in it. The change has been so profound, I can hardly believe it myself. You used to drive me crazy, but now you're the one who brings me peace. It's amazing how time and love can turn something you thought was a burden into your greatest blessing. What started as irritation grew into something I didn't expect: need. I never wanted to admit it, but now you're the one I can't stop thinking about. There was a time when I thought I couldn't stand you, but now the idea of being without you is unthinkable. You've become an essential part of my life in ways I never imagined. I once hated the way you looked at me, the way you spoke, but now I long for those moments more than anything. It's like I never knew how much I needed you. I didn't want to admit it then, but now I can't stop thinking about you. What started as something I thought was anger has turned into the deepest affection. You were once the source of all my frustration, but now you're the one who calms my soul. It's amazing how feelings can evolve, changing hatred into the deepest love. I thought I could walk away from you, but now the thought of not having you in my life seems impossible. What started as hate has transformed into a love I never saw coming. You used to be the last person I wanted in my world, but now you're the first person I think about. My feelings for you have shifted, and now you've become my everything. The anger I once felt toward you has slowly faded into a longing I can't ignore. I never thought I'd need you, but now you're all I want. I never expect you to be the person I couldn't live without. What started as annoyance has evolved into a love that takes my breath away. At first, I couldn't stand your presence, but now I can't imagine life without it. How did something so impossible become everything I need? You drove me crazy at first, but now I can't live without you. It's funny how time changes everything, turning something I hated into something I can't imagine living without. I used to think you were my biggest mistake, but now I see you as the greatest blessing. I can't believe how my feelings for you have transformed. You were once someone I tried to avoid, but now you're the one I seek out. It's crazy how life works, how hate can become the deepest love. I never expected you to become my world, but now I can't imagine a future without you. What started as irritation has turned into the most beautiful love. I couldn't stand you at first, but now I can't imagine being without you. You've become an integral part of my life in a way I never thought possible. What began as frustration and anger has evolved into something I can't deny. Now I'm consumed by thoughts of you, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I didn't want you in my life at first, but now it feels empty without you. The way my heart races when you're near is a constant reminder of how much you mean to me.